many African countries operating democracy with a political culture that is antithetical to democracy. I don't know whether you get that point. We need to civilize our political culture, meaning that the liberal culture, liberal give and take, compromise that you need for a system of people's rule to deliver, we have not built it. How can we build such kind of culture orientation that is supportive of democracy, that also knows that democracy must deliver to be able to be more competitive and attractive to the people? You understand? You can see, if we look at the Sahel region, we have seen the increase in military taking over. If you look at some of these countries already, they are countries who has also experienced a kind of a closed assimilation with their former colonial power, meaning that their colonial power has never left them. And we say, give us political liberty, other things comes in. But we've seen that yes, we have this political liberty, but many of the countries seems to be entangled by so many encumbrances, either through trade policies, foreign policy, economic policy, microeconomic policy. They are weakened. Their currency put together are not strong compared with some of these metropolitan countries, so to say, in development literature. These are things that I've seen as roadblock. Africa needs to build the capacity to formulate policies that are pro-people, at the same time pro-business. I don't see any divergence if a policy is pro-business and also pro-people. We need business, private sector for the economy to thrive. But government must recognize that even in the advanced society, in the advanced democracy, they create a system whereby the welfare of the people in terms of social welfare program is paramount to the state. And many people in those societies have direct connection to the states. In our own context, only very few people have direct connection to the state. What I mean by that, how many people are in full employment, for instance, who at the end of the month you collect something from the state or its agent. It could be the federal, state and local government or organized private sector. Africa is more of informal sector, and that informal potentialities have not been able to be converted to annex those potentialities and ensure that the hope that is losing rapidly within the African space is reversed, so that people now have hope in the ability of their government to deliver quality of life to them. These are some of the issues that is playing out. And as I open, the worst form, that's to me, it's my personal opinion, of civilian regime is still far better than the autocratic regime, because those who have lived within that regime that you may be talking about, if you go, some of our colleagues in some of these countries that are now referred to military, the kind of freedom that we are experiencing, the kind of things even to speak may not be there. But people will say too, we have seen people too who have been arrested because they are protesting. But even the operators still understand that the rule of law, the court system can still out there. No matter how we thought that those arms of government are not working, they are still important in the society. Those, unfortunately, that were arrested during the previous protest in 2020, during the EndSARS, some of them have been released. Meaning that all these issues is very, very key. We must ensure that our justice system is also not unnecessarily delayed, so that you don't keep people who has no business in being held for long. But for me, I will still say that because democracy is not delivered at the rate at which the citizens want it, they are now looking for for solace somewhere else because they have not seen it. People always think that the grasses are greener there. By the time you are experiencing it, you will realize that the previous thing that you lamented could have even been better. What we need to do, as you and other actors are doing, is to ensure that we continue to improve on the quality of our elections. We also continue to engage the political parties so that the recruitment process will not throw up the wrong set of people who does not have the need or the reasons to be in elections. But generally, democracy in itself is essentially an elite affair. Talking about the facade of popular rules. At the end of the day, either in advanced democracy or in young democracy, the process of selecting candidates is not by the people. It's by delegates. We've seen in US, at the end of the day, it's a country of how many millions of people? They only have 2 political parties that are more popular. And at the end of the day, they streamline that only 1 or 2 persons fight for that party's ticket. Meaning that in itself, a lot of shortlisting have been done at the level of political parties. We have to now make sure that the political parties work democratically, ensure there is high level of internal democracy, ensure that the parties are organic, they are not mechanistic. It is not driven by money bag. It is driven or managed by the contribution of its members. But when you expect one big deep bucket to finance the activities of the political party, you are losing it. It must be connected, it must be organically rooted, so that you can now say, okay, these are the people who likely support this party. If you go to Western European democracy like Germany, you see Green Party, you see other social movement party, and the people who support those parties also support it with their money. How many of the party's member, the ranks and files of the party, actually pays their party dues? Everybody expects those who are already been elected on the ticket of that party to finance the affairs of that political party. All those have impact on the kind of the leadership that the recruitment process of the party throws up.